Donald Trump just gave the most serious threat of all time to Nigeria because they are currently unaliving Christians there. Donald Trump posted just a few moments ago saying if the Nigerian government continues to allow the unaliving of Christians, the United States will have to immediately stop all aid and assistance to the country of Nigeria. He also said they may very well go into that now disgraced country, quote, guns ablazing. He said they will go in there to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities against Christians. He said, I am hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians. Warning, the Nigerian government better move fast. Now, this is coming right after Donald Trump's successful trip to South Korea and Asia and meeting with China. And now Nigeria has decided to poke Donald Trump by unaliving Christians, which has greatly upset him. And it looks like if these threats are real at all, the United States may be in a conflict with Nigeria very soon.
Oh well, I really hope it does not come to that. Hey beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. So all credit goes to the creators in these videos. And guys, in today's video, Trump posted about Nigeria on his Truth Social and it caught the world's attention. He warned that if the Nigerian government does not stop the unaliving of Christians, the United States will stop all foreign aid and even consider military action. Guys, that one is heavy. And Nigerians who trust them on social media clapped back and said, not only Christians are being unalived, that Muslims are also being unalived. So the reaction was divided, and so many people are of the opinion that the United States already have so many issues that while looking into another country's issue, I mean, the government is shut down, for crying out loud. And so many people don't even have food to eat this month of November. So are they trying to divert their attention away from, things like the Epstein file and all of that? So many reactions on social media, guys. And in a world that is already facing tension and uncertainty, guys, whatever, post comes out there, especially from the Trump administration or from any powerful, administration, it speaks a lot. And the reactions were mixed, guys. What do you think about this? In the comment section, do you think this is just a diversion or do you think he actually means what he says? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's see what these creators have to say.
Nicki Minaj supports Trump. For context, she's responding to how Trump is going to do something about the Nigerian Christians being persecuted in Nigeria. Reading this made me feel a deep sense of gratitude. We live in a country where we can freely worship God. No group should ever be persecuted for practicing their religion. We don't have to share the same beliefs in order for us to respect each other. Numerous countries all around the world are being affected by this horror, and it's dangerous to pretend we don't notice. Thank you to the president and his team for taking this seriously. God bless every persecuted Christian. Let's remember to lift them up in prayer. First of all, I never thought I'd see Nicki Minaj, trap rapper, speak on serious issues. Maybe she's trying to change her image. Either way, I'm glad she did. This shows the power of the internet. A lot of people have been speaking out about this. It really started with this meme where people completely ignore Christians when they're being persecuted, but for some reason they stand in line to support Palestine. By the way, don't forget what Al Jazeera posted about a month ago, completely denying what's happening in Nigeria.
Please understand that anytime Trump says that he is protecting Christianity, what that is really code for is he's protecting white supremacy. That's what he really is saying. Because right now he is threatening war with Nigeria, saying that the Christians are under threat by Islamist terror and that the U.S. might have to step in, guns ablazing. But let's talk about what's really going on behind that religious Christianity smokescreen, okay? Because not even a week ago, Trump was threatening Venezuela. And you know what both of these countries have in common? Massive oil reserves. And just recently, Nigeria put a 15% tariff on imported petroleum, which means Western oil giants like Exxon, Chevron, and Shell can't just swoop in and dominate the market anymore. So now suddenly Christianity is in danger. Please. When he says Christianity, he does not mean freedom of religion. He means white Christian nationalism. The very same ideology that was weaponized and used to justify colonization, slavery, and invasion of Africa and the Americas. under guise of missionary work. So let's be very clear. So this is not about saving Christians. This is about saving and maintaining Western control. It is quite literally about punishing black and brown nations that dare to control their own resources. It's about keeping the global South under the thumb of white capitalist power and using religion as the moral excuse to justify doing it. Because if this was really about human rights and religious freedom, why is he not threatening action against countries where Muslims, Jews, and indigenous people are being threatened? Why just the oil-rich ones? So let's be very clear. Trump is not spreading faith. He's spreading white dominance. And Nigeria is just the next target on the altar of white Christian nationalism. White Christian imperialism has always been the game plan. They're simply using Christianity as their justifier the same way they always have. Don't fall for the okie doke.
Anyways, guys, Nigeria did not keep quiet because their government clapped back, and they clapped back fast. They said that Trump got it all wrong and that Nigeria is fighting terrorism, which is true, right? And the violence hurts both Christians and Muslims, right? That was what I was trying to say earlier, that Nigeria is not just anyone's playground for politics, guys. And then many people are saying that for Trump to threaten military action, that it crosses a line, that Nigeria, right, may be a struggling nation, but it's still a sovereign nation. They need fairness, partnership, and respect. Like, this were the comments of so many people, and that they need the world to understand that problems are complex and it's not just white and black. Oh, let me know your thoughts. Let's see what these other creators have to say.
The Tangerine Menace declaring a holy war in Nigeria, not on my bingo card for 2025, but here we are because he posted this on Truth Social just a short time ago, warning the Nigerian government that if they don't do something quickly about the anti-Christian sentiment there, the United States will have no choice but to go in, quote, pew-pews a-blazing. Yep, you can see the actual wording there. He goes on to say that he directed the Department of Defense, still he's calling it the Department of War here, only Congress can change that name, to prepare for possible action in the country. Couple problems with this. Number one, the United States is not a Christian nation. We don't have a state religion, so let's not do the whole holy war thing, okay? Let's just not. And number two, I know a lot of Nigerian Christians, actually. I've known them for over 20 years. So I'm not sure there's actually an issue in that country, but not only is he trying to make up a war in Nigeria, we've still got that whole situation with Venezuela.
The United States is now deeming Nigeria a country of particular interest because of the killing of Christians by Boko Haram. I want to be very clear about this. Boko Haram is a horrific group that has indeed killed thousands of Christians in Nigeria. But the primary victims of Boko Haram are Muslim. To only care and speak about the Christian victims of this violence that is centered in the north of Nigeria is setting up the exact same systems of preference and hierarchy that the British colonialists did, which created the ethnic conflict that we now suffer from today. Nigeria does have very, very real problems of inter-religious violence, a lot of which is fueled by ethnic conflict. But using these atrocities to cut off aid to Nigeria, encourage a military intervention, a US government military intervention in Nigeria, and to, let's be honest, try to distract from the genocides happening in Congo, Sudan, and Palestine is abhorrent. Care about the violence in Nigeria for real, not as a cynical way to distract from the crimes of US empire.
That's a very good one, because the question is, does he really care about what is happening in Nigeria, or this is just another political stunt or political strategy? Guys, I need to know your thoughts in the comments about this, because the United States have enough problems. I mean, the government is shut down, for crying out loud. Many people are losing their benefits and the government is just giving them like half of the relief. So there are so many things to focus on, right, than trying to look into the issues or the problems of another country. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear from you. And if I found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Mental health is important. Ciao.